Hey now, air signs. This is Jenna Flower with Abundance Amplified Tarot and more, doing some readings, a little check-in reading for you. Okay, yes, we have tons of cards coming out here. I'm going to get this situated here. So first out, we have this Nine of Cups, and it came out, as you noticed, kind of in the reverse. So what this is telling me is coming forward here, okay? You've had some obstacles with emotions here, possibly with some partnerships. On one hand, you felt really, really content in your situation, but on the other hand, you felt like maybe there were things that you weren't seeing, okay? There could have been some possibility here that some people around you didn't have as pure of intentions as you had coming into this situation. In the present, you're going to be, if you haven't already, seeking clarity here. And this could bring about a big change for you. You hear about that, enlightening moments where you get these downloads, these aha moments. And that's exactly what I see that you've either been seeking or have already had happened. Like you're standing in this right now. And for some of you, it's made you throw up like huge boundaries. With this coming up in the Nine of Cups, I would suggest to you that you show yourself forgiveness and you show other people forgiveness. Really try to come from that heart space. What you don't expect here is that through this clarity, it's going to be the alleviation of confusion, the alleviation of some kind of a pain. And I really feel like this has been a mental block for you that has ended up like a spiritual block. Okay, it could have been emotional, could have been mental, but it's affected you spiritually. Like you were starting to lose faith through this process. And that's why this clarity has been so important to you. Okay, part of this is because, you have spent time kind of reflecting. Instead of staying focused in the present, you have kind of, or this whole situation might be bringing up things from the past. You might be thinking like you failed something or you messed something up or you might be confused. The object here with this 4 is to rest and look at what is here in the present for you. Not to look we can look at the past and gain gain insight from it, right? But it's about staying in the present. We're in this here and now, okay? And now we have to move forward. And I see that for some of you, this is kind of a struggle here. It's a growth process. But notice he's up above everyone there. He's not down there fighting anymore, right? He's starting to regain his balance. For some of you, I see you could have, there could be a life path here. You want to check your life path number. Some of you, it could be like a 7, a 4, a 9 that's coming up here. But I'm being called to tell you to check your life path number. Sometimes that can give you some insight. It's time to take some time out for you. Okay? It's time to take some time out for you. Part of this is deciding what you really want and what you don't want. And I'm talking about energies here. Okay? And people, that's a whole nother different subject, but what kind of energies are you bringing into your world? Okay? On a daily basis, on the daily. All right? We also have psychic development. For some of you, could be kind of like, you could be a little bit uncomfortable right now because you're developing a lot of abilities here. And there's a growth process that comes with that. There's an assimilation. There's learning to manage those abilities. There's learning how to protect yourself, how to turn things on and off, right? To manage them. So for some of you, I see that this is part of it. Also, I see somebody dealing with integrating this healthy sexual energy. Okay, all of these skills. Our sexual energy is meant to give us, it's part of passion, creativity. It's a beautiful, wonderful thing. But it also has to be managed well, right? Like you can't just be throwing it around everywhere. Okay, there's responsibility, there's a maturity. I've got shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. Okay, I raise my thoughts above doubt. Notice the colors here. We've got the red root, the orange sacral, and the yellow of the solar plexus, which is confidence, right? And you can look those up. I'm talking about chakras here, but the colors correspond, okay? Excuse me. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells within me. Everybody on this planet is growing. Everybody on this planet, whether they choose to or not, okay? It's something that's fluid. We don't come here and stagnate. Although people can stagnate in different areas, but time keeps moving. Okay, so understand that you're not alone. I've also got elevation. I free myself from fear and trust the universe. I direct my thoughts into the beauty inside and around me. I use my spiritual strength and knowledge to create light, and I rise above all doubt. So the solar plexus, you can actually touch that part while touching your heart space, okay? And just kind of connect those two so that you can connect into that heart space. All right, now, let's keep going here. Let's ask and get some clarification on the tarot here. What is coming in for you, air signs, in the near future? What do you need to know? What do you need to look for? Okay, I've got the Seven of Swords as well. So, some of you might be dealing with these energies of kind of like hiding out, like not being secure in your true authenticity, okay? The battle's over here. This is just a growth process. You don't have to steal and sneak away, right? Which is what this guy is doing, right? It's really about understanding that you are in this growth process. Some of you might have a life path of number 4 is what I'm getting as well. Look up your life path. Yeah, something has been very hard for you, okay? There could have been a situation where you thought you were manifesting something that was going to bring in a great amount of abundance, joy, happiness, okay? And when that didn't happen, all right, I feel like you guys lost all of your self-confidence. And really what was happening was that you needed to understand, you needed to grow a little bit more, okay? There was something like, core system value, like soul value that needed to be developed here. Yeah, there was a hard truth that you guys had to learn here. And that's why that didn't happen, but that's what shook the confidence. We've got forgiveness coming out, and we've got struggle, okay? So you were really struggling here, and you have to make peace with the truth is what I'm getting. Okay. And then not only do you have to offer other people forgiveness, okay, because other people have their own respective journeys, but you also have to assimilate that forgiveness to yourself. Yeah. We've got unconditional love coming in, and look at that beautiful, beautiful air sign stuff going on there. Look at those colors, right? My heart is free from resentment towards others. I open the eyes of my heart and discover the light and beauty in every being. I am aware that suffering can cause distress and hurt in people. I see the pure child in everyone and practice forgiveness. And that also applies to yourself. Let's get one more card for our air signs, please. Maybe that's just enough. Maybe that was enough. Yeah, I've got learning to love myself. This is another beautiful card here, right? I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. Y'all might have great assets, but what are you like on the inside, right? I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I'm a being of light and allow myself to shine. So this was really, kind of about a lesson. It was a challenge here for you guys. Yeah. Okay. This was about you guys really learning and understanding. I've got messages coming in here for you. You guys went through some kind of a major tower moment. Oh, it came up again. I can't make it up. Okay, you could be hearing about a tower moment in somebody else's life. You could be getting messages that really are affecting you. And this could be why this is coming in right now. Okay, is that you need to solidify this lesson in your life here. I'm going to ask on these two cards because that tower moment's, or that tower is pretty daunting there. Let's ask about that. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we have a Page of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Three of Cups. Okay, so this tower moment, whether it has happened in the past and you're maybe reflecting on it, or maybe it's peripheral around you and it's coming in here in the future. Anytime we deal with a tower moment, it's about learning, okay? It's about understanding that nobody knows everything, all right? It's about, nurturing our self-growth, nurturing new knowledge, being open to receiving, some kind of knowledge that's going to help your growth here. It's very possible that you guys could be dealing with someone who you thought, maybe you saw them as a very, like magical being, somebody that was going to comfort you, somebody, and I'm talking about energy as well. It could be a project, it could be a person, something or someone that was going to really bring benefit into your life. And it turned out they weren't that way, okay? It turned out that that's not what happened, okay? You might have been projecting that, but the reality was different here, okay? And just you kind of understanding this, or possibly, they go through this tower moment and shift their energy. They learn something. This is going to bring in a lot of celebration, okay? So just know that you're claiming a victory here through whatever this process is, okay? There's going to be celebrations that are happening around you. Yeah. And you're going to come right back into a period of contentment here. Good boundaries, right? Boundaries, logic, and reason. But remember, okay, that this is a Three of Cups. This is about heart space. So take the lessons, right? View them as opportunities. If this is coming in for you, make sure that you understand, view from the higher perspective and say, what is this situation or this energy? What opportunity is this giving me for growth? What kind of insight can I gain from this? Some of you also might be helping someone out that is going through this, okay? Anyway, air signs, I hope this has been helpful for you. Please remember to check out the description box. I've also begun, I should say, to upload some guided meditations to help you on your healing process. I just put one up recently that was, has to do with ancestors, generational healing. So look for that on the channel. I'm going to probably make a playlist so they're easier to find. So give me some time to do that. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. The description box also has books that I'm offering, things like that. So anyway, as always, take good care of yourselves, take good care of each other, and be kind out there.